Hello and welcome back to another video, another live stream with the NeoSD flash cart. So many games I've still yet to try, but thought I'd start off with this one, League Bowling. Now this is one of the few Neo Geo games I actually played back in the 90s, and I swear, well, it may have been some sort of makeshift cabinet, but I swear it was a dedicated cabinet for League Bowling. Maybe I was getting confused, but I know one thing for certain. Absolutely fantastic game. The first semi-realistic bowling game, and in my eyes probably still the best bowling game. I guess some people would argue that Wii bowling was better, but I don't like to leave my seat too often, especially when playing video games, so not really for me. Oh, unfortunate there. So this is one of the few games in the Neo Geo that was actually link up. If you had two systems, both cartridges, you could use it like a stereo lead and connect the two carts together. And you could actually play with 4 different people if you did that with the Neo Geo. Pretty cool. Also Fresh Rally had the same thing, I believe, and Riding Heroes. Incidentally, Riding Heroes doesn't work very well on my flash cart. I can't seem to get it to start the game. Not that it's a very good game, but you know, I wanted to try it out. Wasn't working. One of these things, I guess, you're going to get with this cartridge. A few teething issues. Exactly the same thing happened with the MVS version. So this is another one of those Neo Geo games that I could have picked up so many times. I could have picked this up for around about £30 and on a number of occasions over the years. Really wish I had of, because as previously mentioned, I think it is one of the best bowling games of all time. It's nice when you get a few strikes in a row, you know, if you get 3 strikes in a row, the old turkey. Builds up the points well. When you get a split like that, you know, it's not good times. Oh! And he's gone well wide there, really has. So let's go for a more central strike, hopefully. Oh! So this is it. Number 10, and he's managed to get a strike. I like it. Can we go for a second strike? Come on, feel the force. Oh, that was unfortunate, it really was. Go on, he's got the splits. Well, that's certainly built the score up well. What are we looking at there? 135, not bad at all. So if anyone out there is watching and wants to make a suggestion for a game to play, feel free. I think we'll have another go on the old League Bowling whilst here. Managing to creep in at 10th place there on the Neo Geo scoreboard. It's surprising, since I've got this cartridge, what's really blew my mind a little bit is that a lot of the games I thought I wouldn't like, I really like, and a lot of the games that I was almost certain was essential purchases, I don't actually like that much. It's kind of strange. It sort of highlights the difference between playing these things, you know, on some sort of emulated console and actually playing on the genuine hardware. Oh, unfortunate there. Didn't seem like there was a lot I could do. But yeah, definitely wish I'd picked this up. This is a brilliant game. I have got Boogie Woogie Bowling on the Japanese Sega Mega Drive. It's another good bowling game. Not really as good as this, but you know, the Neo Geo is a different beast altogether. Oh, I thought I was going to get the turkey there. Right, Russ is watching. He says he's watching through his window, waiting for his takeaway. So I'm not sure if he's standing outside or what's going on there. I do know he's having a kebab. I had a lovely meal earlier. The trouble was, because I'd had a few beers, eyes bigger than my belly, and I think basically I ate a meal for two. Sort of feeling the consequences of that right now. I feel there's a much bigger person trying to break out from inside of me, but hopefully not going to. Stay contained. Oh dear. That was not the best of strikes. Started off strong as well. Yeah, I can't really sing the praises of this cartridge high enough. To be fair, out of any console, the one that is probably the most worthy of some sort of flash cart is definitely the Neo Geo. I mean, collecting for this thing is extreme. So it's really nice to be able to play all the games on the system, especially being as people like Crits and that said it was impossible, it was never going to happen. I think the reason behind that is because obviously they were scared about the high outlay to actually produce these things to begin with. I think he knew you would have to charge a considerable amount of money compared to a standard EverDrive. And I don't know how much of a demand is out there, but obviously he perhaps felt there wasn't enough of a demand for him to bother making one. And also, someone commented on my video about this game, or about this cartridge, about Darksoft's cartridge. Let's play Flash. No idea what that is. Darksoft bringing out a Neo Geo Flash cartridge. I know they've been on about it for ages, but you know, so far it's just been talk. There's nothing come out at all. I know Darksoft's made flash carts for other systems. So it will be interesting to see. Gets 3 strikes in a row. Like it. I've no idea where that went. Oh, straight on the middle. That was lucky. Well, I'm certainly happy with the performance of this one. Waiting for games to load isn't really an issue to me. Even the biggest games, you're looking at like 3 minutes or something like that. Not a problem whatsoever. So I actually played Thrash Rally earlier. A game that I've spent a considerable amount of time playing on the PSP via emulation in the past. Really thought it was my cup of tea. Spent a lot of time not liking it and then growing to love it. But played it on the AES earlier and I don't know. I don't know if I'd built it up in my mind to be something better than it was, but it wasn't as good a game as I was hoping. Maybe if I'd bought the cartridge and just sat there playing it all the time, I would have grown to love it like I did when I had it on my PSP all the time, but I wasn't setting my mind on fire. But the crazy thing is that I didn't really think I was a fan of the fighting games, to be honest. Not in a big way, but some of the ones I played on this recently are pretty fantastic. As far as fighting games go, if you just used to like playing the Capcom stuff, it's definitely interesting. And there's a whole wealth of different fighters, as you probably well know, well renowned for it's the Neo Geo. So let's go back to the menu screen, pick a different game. If anyone wants to see a particular game, feel free to comment now and let me know. I can't remember what games I actually played in the last live stream. I'm not sure if I actually played Art of Fighting 3 or not. Ah, Tom, hello, how are you? Oh well, I'm going to play Art of Fighting 3. This is a game that I remember hearing Sal SNK Neo Geo Man talk about because he actually bought it brand new when it first came out back in the 90s. I think he said it was like $200 or $300 or something. He had to save loads of money to get it, and so I was quite keen to play this. And I have to say, it's really good. It's really accessible compared to the previous two games, which the difficulty is really up there. It's still got the same kind of weird thing where you've got limited use of special moves until you charge your power back up, but I don't know, I think it just flows a little bit better. I think you can link things up a little easier. As I say, I'm no expert on fighting games, but this seems like a pretty good one. There's a lot to choose from. A lot of good ones on the Neo Geo. Matt's here. Hello, work. Over till Monday. That's what you want, Matt. Yeah. Russ says Andrew done us. Yeah, I'm playing that earlier now. Getting my arse kicked on that. Surprising. Yeah, another game I was keen to get in the past, but after playing it for a bit on the Neo Geo, I don't know. I think there's better shooters on the Mega Drive, to be honest, but I certainly wouldn't say no to it at the right price, but I'm not desperate to get hold of it. I'd rather get Art of Fighting free, strangely. Tom says he's fine, thanks. Good to see a live stream tonight. I've got to be honest, Tom, I wasn't going to do the live stream because I watched football earlier, had a few too many beers, an absolutely massive meal. But then I thought, oh, you know, you might as well. Plus, Russ was going to do one, and he didn't bother, you know, scheduling it because I'd already said I was going to schedule one. So, kind of thought I'd best at least give it a stab. So this is it, Art of Fighting 2. One of them games with an amazing introduction. I mean, back in the day, you didn't get intros like this on the Mega Drive or the SNES. It just weren't happening, was it? Not like that. So, now another thing I didn't mention last time I did the stream with this, I know Tom's on about we get the Unibios chip. You can actually select the region with a cartridge, which is pretty bonkers because, as you can see, I've got a Japanese console. I think it may have remembered that I put it into American mode because we've got the English writing there, which is pretty cool. No idea who this Roddy is. I think he may be a new character for number 3. Definitely got a hint of sort of Last Blade-esque graphics. This graphical style I think become more popular as the fighting games went on with the Neo Geo. But really like the music in this game. It's got some really funky beats. I think it's like this calf stage, lots of Caribbean type stage. Very funky, very jazzy, very fresh. I think is that like pre-rendered graphics in the background slightly? It's definitely some sort of graphical trick. You can do a bit of a taunt if you like when they're coming on and kick you. Oh, that's a good move. Oh, I like it, that's it. Throw it at him. Oh. Well, keep it simple. Kick him when he's in the air. Steve White says, even Darren, glad you're streaming again tonight. The missus is watching The Bloody Voice. Oh dear, who's on The Voice now? Is it Tom Jones? Or I'll tell you an interesting little fact about The Voice actually. You know Sally Barker? She bought my granddad's farm. This guy's gone in, I'm not sure if it's me, but this bloke's gone invisible. Yeah, Sally Barker, she bought my granddad's farm. He was always raving about her. The only station I ever heard play was Radio Leicester. I don't know, it's supposed to be a pretty good country singer or something. I've also got a little bit of Tom Jones tale actually. Going on about The Voice. This isn't actually Tom Jones, but I was doing this fence once in this pretty rough area called Ling's Bar in Northampton. And there was this like security palisade fence, and every day this bloke used to go by and he looked just like Tom Jones, and I'm talking like spitting image of him, and he always used to have this woman with him. And I said to my mate, I'm sure that woman's blind. Any day. One day they come by and my mate turned around to him and says, what do you think the fence looks pretty good, doesn't it? And the bloke spoke back and he had a Welsh accent. Couldn't believe it. The woman was blind, she couldn't see it, so he was asking a blind woman what she thought the fence looked any good, which I was laughing about afterwards, but yeah. The guy, I tell you what, if he wasn't a Tom Jones lookalike, he should have been. Yeah, the voice, I'm not really into all this basically glorified talent show stuff they've got going on nowadays. I don't think it's right. I think if I was like actually doing music, I wouldn't want to do it unless I owned all the rights to everything. I wouldn't want to be one of these people who was actually reasonably talented, go on one of these TV shows and then get exploited by someone like Simon Cowell. You know, and they're only millions of pounds and you're only like 10 grand. Forget it. Rather not bother. 5 minutes of fame is simply just not worth the amount of hassle you're going to get because of it. What kind of a manoeuvre is that? You know, I've not had a TV licence for like 13 years now. Not that the government are a big fan of that, but I just loathe to pay to watch half the nonsense that's on TV. Matt says, great win for Leicester against a poor Liverpool and Hull. Well at home, they should beat them. Yeah, they're playing like champions now though, aren't they, Matt? That's the thing. Something was going on at the club. They don't just start performing like that out of the blue. Today was the telling point really. I've seen it in Man City where they pulled it out of the bag, but then it went downhill. But no, today pretty good, queuing up to score. Unfortunately, in the excitement of the game, I ended up having too many drinks. Why is he throwing? Oh, I know why he's throwing it in the air, because I'm not building the power meter back up. I get it. Stephen White says, I prefer proper music myself, laughing out loud. Yeah, no. Definitely. Yeah, well, I don't know. I know it's popular, but I'm not really a fan of many of the things on television. You get the occasional good thing, but for the amount of tripe you're going to put up with watching in between, it's simply not worth it. I always forget about that, building the meter back up. It's kind of a weird mechanic. I'm not sure if it's a balancing thing there between. Who got knocked out? Oh, that was unfortunate. That's very close. Matt says, my father got me one of them audition bands looking for a lead singer. Hold on, let me get beat up first and then I'll read the comment. It's not going to be long until I get knocked out. Lots of things. The music in this game is just mad. I mean, this is not the kind of music you'd associate with a fighting game. Oh, right, my father got me one of them audition bands looking for a lead singer. I was well excited, but when I got there it was for a boy band. I was gutted and walked out. Oh, come on, Matt. You could have been in a boy band with your head of hair. An audition for a band, eh? I've never been any good at keeping time, so I wouldn't be able to be in anybody's band. They'd only be able to be in mine. They'd have to put up with the time changing all the time. Mark. Evening, people. Evening, Mark. Matt says, Leicester playing champions, not for me, just playing a bit better. Well, I don't know how many other teams scored 6 goals in the last 2 games in the Premiership. Oh no, I've clicked continue again. Right, hold on. It lured me into a false sense of security, this game. But give it one more go and then we'll put Russ's suggestion on Andre Dunos. She broke my block with ease. In boy band there were fannies there with their mums aged 18 and over. It was sad. Steve White at 38 said, any opinions on the Hay versus Bellew fights? No, I've only seen like the obviously the lead up to it. Trouble is you don't know nowadays if it's all for show or not, but certainly from the outside it looks like they hate each other. It should be pretty good. Probably one of them fights that ends in about 25 seconds. What time's it on? Oh no. Yes, finally beat her. Dare I ask about the Nintendo Switch, says Russ. I don't really got much opinion on it because I've not actually seen one or played one. I've only heard what the people are saying. From what I've heard, the thing about it, like joining that, the docking station and potentially scratching the screen's a bit worrying. People saying that it's underpowered and that, I don't know what they were expecting. I thought that to begin with. The last time a Nintendo system was overpowered was the Super Nintendo. And that's not even a lie. Since then, Nintendo have never been innovators in like superior technology since Super Nintendo days. That's when they had a system that other people were trying to compete with. I think as far as like the fact you can split the controller in 2 and portably play with 2 people, that could be cool. I'm not against playing on one. Don't think I'm going to buy one. I suppose they're mega money anyway at the minute. That's the other thing, Nintendo consoles don't seem to go down in price. Even Wii U's are mega money still, so... Look at the background in this, there's like a cage fight in the background, just mad. That's what I absolutely love about these Neo Geo games. Let's get back to the cage fight. Oh, just see it in the background there. There's a bloke taking bets with the odds. Right, so let's go to Andre Dunos. Matt says, for to be in a band, it has to be the real We're the Band Niggatron. I don't like a song I cannot sing because I need to feel the song to sing it. Yeah, definitely. Steve White, 38, says, should be on about 10:45 PM. I may try to catch a stream of it. I reckon Hay will destroy him. Yeah. Mark says, the Switch seems like one of those JXD Android handhelds with a Nintendo source on top. Stuck with the Wii U for the Neo Zelda game. I actually bought that for the Zelda game back then. Yeah. I don't know, like I say, it's going to have some cool games on it. I know people are writing it off right now. I know Last Game was not very happy about it, whatever else, but you know, it's just typical Nintendo, isn't it? Every single console they've launched, you know, the Wii, the Wii U, the Switch, the lineup's been weak. When the Wii come out, all people were playing was Wii Sports. If it wasn't for a tech demo they had that come bundled with a console, no one was playing anything. And for a lot of people, that's all they ever played in the Wii. A lot of people I know bought the Wii Sports. We've got golf, we've got baseball, we've got tennis, we've got bowling. Play that for a laugh after a few drinks. Do that for a while. Stop playing it, put it in the cupboard, buy a PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360. That's what I think most people did. But after then, how long was it? Even the Xbox 360, although to be fair that did launch with some good games, but I don't think the Wii, the Wii U, what did the GameCube launch with? Again, the last time I think Nintendo really had a strong launch lineup was like the SNES. That was probably only in Europe. I can never understand why they don't, you know, get the game sorted straight away. You know, get a Mario game, get the games that people want. I know everyone says they just keep rehashing the same franchises, but that's the kind of thing that sells, so that's what I'd do as a company, whatever sells. What the consumers want is what I'd be aiming for. I mean, how many people got to cry out for a new bloody F-Zero game until they make one? It's getting a bit ridiculous at this point. I mean, how hard could it be? How much money is it going to cost to make a bloody new F-Zero game? It's hardly going to cost anything. People will be happy with a slight upgrade from the bloody Super Nintendo one. I don't think the one on the GameCube was really a step in the direction that hardcore Nintendo fans wanted. Still be cool to see a sequel to that, obviously, but that's probably not going to happen. Oh no. I did see some gameplay of the new Zelda game. They were on about how it looked really smoky. I didn't really think about it until I looked at it when they mentioned it, and it did. I'm not sure if that clears up, or if the fog effect from the N64 is back in full force, or what's going on, but these days you don't need massively superior technology to be able to make good games. Even these things like these handhelds and that, you know, they're pretty powerful, aren't they, with ARM processors and that kind of thing. I mean, this game plays very much like a run-of-the-mill sort of 16-bit shooter, I suppose. Seems hard to destroy the enemy, I must admit. Maybe I'm not understanding the power-up scheme. Oof. Picked up missiles, maybe that would help. We're going to have to bang in the continues. Oh my. And this is one of the quite early Neo Geo games, I think. Very small meg count. But right, I reckon this is like 34 meg or something. Always wanted to get this though. It says playing on here. I mean, it's a cool game, but I wouldn't want to spend 300 quid on it or anything like that. So you have got this sort of boost move you get. So this is the boss, bit uninspiring actually. And this isn't breaking any new molds. Right, hold on. Matt said, I don't think the Nintendo Switch brings anything to the table. No, it probably doesn't. They are playing it pretty safe, I think. Mark says, lack of games on launch is a bit of an issue. Yeah, always a bit of an issue. Crazy. Stupid business decision that even a bloody child would understand is daft. Jacob Thompson says, hello Jacob. Mark says, we'll probably end up getting it down the line when there are more games out for it eventually. Yeah, I think a lot of people will be like, I've heard there's still a lot of consoles on the shelves and that. Matt says, Wii Sports, you can shove it, utter crap, just like Guitar Hero. There was a point when I liked Guitar Hero 3, to be honest, on the 360. I used to get into that with my mates, but that's a story for another day. Mark says, not now. Zelda on the Wii U is just as good. The rest is just gimmicky for me. Still, we'll wait and observe. Yeah, exactly. Probably the best bet. Matt says, yeah, upgrade the Super Nintendo version of F-Zero with 2-player. Exactly, that would sell bucket loads. I don't know why these companies don't just get somebody who's like from the outside who's got a bit of bloody common sense when it comes to like, you know, gaming, and take a bit of advice from them rather than people who are like stuck in a bubble in the industry. But yeah, that's another story, I guess. Russ says, been on the Game Boy all week and sat downstairs. Quite like the idea of the standalone handheld option. Yeah, it's cool, but I bet the battery don't last long. Tom says, quite like Android Nurse, I played it through to the end and enjoyed it. Later levels get better, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely a good game. I used to play it quite a bit on the PSP, but so far on this, it's not as amazing as some of the other shooters. Hold on. Tom says they had a Nintendo Switch at Arcade Club last night. It was playing 1, 2, Switch and Zelda. Both look great. Cool. Russ says, if Just Dance 17. There's 21 copies down Asda. Yeah, you ought to get that actually. 21 copies, but you ought to get them now because in the future that'll be worth a fortune. No one's going to buy it. So, and Jacob Thompson says, all old men in suits. Yeah, I think that is the problem nowadays, especially with some of these companies like Nintendo and that. They're just too long in the tooth. I think Sega probably went too innovative in terms of the sort of people they were employing and given a chance to develop games, and Nintendo have gone the opposite. But to be fair, I kind of blame Microsoft and Sony because they started this trend big time of buying up studios, and then of course what happened? They, you know, moved all them studios, you know, they close some of them down and they combine different studios together and they turn them into different ones, and a lot of good developers have gone now, and there was like this big rush, wasn't there, at one point, especially when Microsoft bought Rare and things. And Sony were going mad with the launch of the PS3, buying up different studios. Yeah, it is a big shame. And if the Switch isn't a success, we're going to see Nintendo going the way of Sega, definitely. The fact of the matter is, they'd be highly successful if they put their games on other platforms. Even if they put the games on mobile platforms, they'd be highly successful. I'm assuming I've got to blow the thing up that's above me and below me. Oh, yeah. Might be in trouble now, I think. Yes. It was those ones. So here we go. Another boss. Again, slightly uninspiring. Getting damn close to me. I'm going to commit suicide against the wall anyway. Die! Oh no, that's me who's dying. Insert another 20p. Press the button faster. Steve White 38 says Microsoft ruined Rare, sadly. Yeah, unfortunately. Russ says 1 hour and 10, still no food. Oh dear, Russ. What is going on there? Saturday night though, busy night for a takeaway. Oh, reminded me a little bit of Zero when with the way the levels falling out the sky there. So you have got a choice of different weapons. You can switch between. And maybe some help in different situations. Oh, nice! Maybe a little bit of a trick there. Stephen Watt said, I mean Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. Come on, yeah, I tried so hard to like that game. I played it quite a bit, probably for more hours than I'd like to admit. Russ says this does look pretty underwhelming. You think it was a Mega Drive title? Yes. I think a lot of people have said that about it in the past. I mean, I'm pretty certain if I had the cartridge, I'd grow to love it, like I did with Last Resort. I mean, a lot of people will say that's not that great a shooter, but I love playing it, so... Unfortunately, I'm out of credits, which is never a good thing. So has anyone else got a suggestion for a game to play? I'll tell you a shooter I've been actually interested in playing on this. I've not played yet, is Z-Blade, I think it's called. It's got like this rave soundtrack. How do we... That's it. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was just a bad idea to begin with. It was way too complicated building your vehicles and stuff. And yeah, although you could build some cool stuff, all you was really building them for was to try and exploit the game by, you know, being able to fly up and get something that you would have otherwise been able to obtain. That kind of stuff. Like, if I want Z, where would I go? To the end, does it not go? Oh, it doesn't go the other way. That's a bummer. Right, hold on. Tom says, have you played 8-Man? Yes, I have played 8-Man. Pretty cool game. And Steve White says, how about Mutation Nation? Okay. Try that then. 8-Man. Oh, God. I'm always going to be going on about this because I have passed upon so many Neo Geo games in the past. Once there was this guy on eBay, he had 8-Man, I don't know what other games, he had Ninja Combat, he had about 3 or 4 games. I tried to do a deal with him, offered him 125 quid, and he said, oh no, I'd rather go for an auction. Straight away it got bid up to 125 quid. I was like, oh no, this guy's, you know, trying to get me to bid higher or whatever, so I never bid on it. It ended at 125 quid. Which was obviously a complete bargain. And afterwards the guy messaged me and said, look, I know you think it's like shield bidding or whatever, but it genuinely wasn't. Well, yeah, it's pretty cool, that 8-Man. Again, that's another game that I played on emulation on a PSP, and then I didn't think it was quite as good than playing it on the real console. Again, if you'd bought the cartridge, you'd certainly give it a bit more time. So I've never played this one, Mutation Nation. Heard about it. I think it's quite expensive if you want to buy the cartridge, so... Graphically, it's nice. I like it. Oh yes. I think it's just 2 buttons. Look at that, the way it exploded. It's kind of strange how the side-scrolling beat 'em ups. Well, there wasn't more actually on the Neo Geo, because obviously it was an arcade system. And bearing in mind the time it was released, I think there'd be a massive plethora of them. There are some, but I guess everyone was really going for that one-on-one fighter sort of thing. I'm not sure what's going on with this green rat boy. And this wall, it's kind of weird how they've made those sort of... Is that the mutation? The acid mutations? What's that? I see, bomb. I see, yeah, hold that down. What's going to happen? Let's find out. Oh yeah, mutant power. Went full retard then. I believe I've got 4 of them. Okay, that's good to know. I did used to own Sengoku on the Neo Geo. It's a really cool game for the first few levels, but then it just gets stupidly hard, where you almost feel this is just unfair. Like if you're putting 20p's in it, by the time you get to level 3, you're just continuously feeding 20p's into it. It really sucked because I was reasonably competent at it for the first few levels, but I know the later games are supposed to be a bit better. How am I supposed to hit that devil dog? Looks like I'm going to have to give him the old power. Boom! Powerball. Oh, well, door's just open. I think I'll randomly go in there. Bloody hell, it didn't look like, from the outside, it never looked like it was going to be this fancy, did it? Surprising, really. You just never know what's about. A, C and A. Get your vitamins. That's what it's all about. I'm not sure, that's sort of like half fish head, half American football helmet. It's kind of weird, that is. They're not right though, definitely mutants. Right, hold on. Tom says Ninja Commando next if possible, okay. He says I love 8-Man more on the arcade than the console, even though it's the same game, haha. Just playing an upright cab, it plays different to me. Yeah, I can imagine it would do. Russ says, what's the one with the Japanese ninjas but you spend most of the time in heaven? That's it, Sengoku, yeah. Real bonkers game. Matt says, eBay, if I think there's bids on their own item, just ask you bid so and so on, and then the item, trust me, they always slip up, laugh out loud. Steve White says you need to push 2 buttons together. I think it's punch and jump for a jumping uppercut. Russ says that's the one, Tom. Sengoku 2 is my favourite of the 3, says Tom. What was that game? Let me just remember. Ninja Commando. Okay. Yeah, I've not played Sengoku 2 or 3. Not yet, anyway. Like I say, the first one, like, what's the word, conceptually, it was amazing. Great idea, loved it, loved the theme, loved the different things you could turn into, transform into, loved working out, you know, how you could best take advantage of using them, but then later on, I swear now, it was just ridiculously unfair, to the point where it wasn't enjoyable. Played it with friends quite a few times and everyone got annoyed with it. At the time it wasn't really that expensive a game. So it wasn't like I got mega money for it, but with the money I did get, I bought a brand new copy of Samurai Showdown 2, which wasn't the... Oh, there we go, there's that move you're on about. I think, does that take my energy down? Or no? That takes my energy down, and he kicks me in the head. sugar. Oh no. Didn't know if he was doing the move or not then. I'll have to go back to just kicking him in the other thing. Oh no. Boss has got an energy bar. He seems to have... Go on! Surely that's finished him. Look at that. Blowing up nicely. Tom says maybe you should play Sengoku 2 later if you have time. Matt says, sell on eBay, use Skype to the item who needs more picks for eBay pockets. I just got, now this is another weird, I mean that's happened to me quite a lot on eBay, but I bid on this guy's SCART switcher and I didn't win. I bid in the last 15 seconds or something, didn't win, and the guy who won by outbidding me by £1 or something. So, alright, fair enough. Next day he gets second chance offer off him, the guy. Now the previous bid to when I made a bid was something like £30. When I'd made a bid, it got up to like 65. So the guy above me had bid something like 66. So my offer that come back to me was 65, and I said, hold on a minute, why is the other guy not buying it like who's won? Winning bidder. And they said, well, he can't pay straight away, so offering it to the next bidder. And I said, yeah, but the previous bid, before he bid, the guy who couldn't pay was £30, so surely I shouldn't be being asked to pay 65. So then I become a bit suspicious because the seller was like, oh well, the guy says he can pay like in 2 weeks time, so I'm going to go with that, and if he doesn't I'll get back to you. Which I thought seemed a bit suspicious. Maybe it was genuine, but you know how these people seem to operate. I don't know, I'm always a bit suspicious on eBay. You see it all too often. So, I don't know, maybe I'm missing out on some good things all the time. Maybe I should have gone with that second chance offer and just bought it for 65. It was still a fairly good deal, but I didn't want to think someone was, you know, having a laugh. Where have they got it? They just... So they blow their head off and then run away. Come back. I kind of had enough of eBay at the minute anyway. I've had some pretty stupid experiences. I've had about 4 refunds in the last 5 or 6 purchases, I think. I had some massive argument with some guy. I bought a S-Video switcher off. Arrived damaged. He was trying to make out that it was me who damaged it. It was only £12.50. He kept saying to him, "Why do you think I'm really that bothered about £12.50? You're just going to have to refund me if you didn't package it properly." He argued and argued and argues, and in the end just says, right, I'll just leave appropriate feedback then, and then he'd give me a full refund. And I thought, you're an idiot. You've wasted like 2 or 3 hours of our time arguing to only give me a full refund anyway. Because he said, oh, I'll have to leave you, it pains me to leave you the same sort of feedback. And I thought, well, you're an idiot then, mate, because as a seller you can't leave negative feedback. What are you on about? Well, as I say, I ended up getting a full refund, but can't be doing with it. Some people are alright. I actually felt guilty about one person because I bought a Dreamcast S-Video lead, an official one. It arrived, it was absolutely battered, the packaging, and so I complained, and the guy gave me a full refund. Like, the lead was still fine, it was just the box it came in, like the official packaging was wrote off. But I didn't really want a full refund, but at that point, well, I sent him a message saying there was no need to give me a full refund. I never heard anything else back, so left it at that. It's a funny thing, eBay. The trouble is, it's so difficult, you know, different people's opinions of things like condition and packaging and that. And, I mean, to me it seems like common sense to package things well, but to other people, maybe it's less apparent. I don't know. Anyway, I'm off the buying at the minute. Too many bad experiences. Perhaps I'll have to go to one of the gaming things and pay the overinflated prices. At least get to see the stuff firsthand. Matt says he's got a load of tips for buying and selling on eBay. Yeah, well, I've been buying and selling eBay for about, I think, what year are we in now? I think I've been buying and selling eBay for like 12 years or something. So I've pretty much seen the vast majority of the scams, and I've had the vast majority of the experiences. It used to be really good, but now it's a bit more of a minefield, I think. Right, Stu says, good evening, is this going to be a 4-hour stream again? Well, to be fair, I wasn't feeling that well, but I don't feel too bad now. I don't know if it's going to be a 4-hour stream, hard to really say. It's got potential to be a 4-hour stream. Got the potential to be a 1-hour stream as well. Oh no, what is that? I always hate little things that are hard to hit. Hopefully they'll go away if I get rid of her. Does that uppercut take away your power? No. That's quite good then. Oh, she's done me big time. Ooh, game over. Matt says, that Sun Soccer album I bought laughing at now, my biggest loss on eBay was 280 quid. I don't think I've lost too badly. I've had some people try and do me over. I saw a projector on there once that the bulb had gone on, and saw it for 200 quid, and the guy tried to make out that it was more than the bulb was wrong with it, this, that and the other. There was a lot of arguments and different documents getting passed forward and back. In the end, I think I said, right, fair enough, I've got your address, I'll come down and I'll check out the projector myself. And then nothing else was said after that. But yeah, nearly got stung for 200 quid. What was that game now? Ninja something, wasn't it? Was it Ninja Combat? Ninja Commando. That was it. Well, yeah, you have to be careful with people on eBay. I also sold a camera once, and the person, I knew it worked, hardly been used. The person sent me it back saying it didn't work properly, and they'd like swapped the case or whatever. So I played the same sort of trick on them and told them it was a problem with Sony, and I'd get sent off to the manufacturer and sent back to them. Weirdly enough, after a few more messages back and forth, they never got back in touch with me again. So I think they realised the scam wasn't working. Steve White says some people want top dollar for their rare 20-year-old Nintendo games, then sling them in a jiffy bag and think that's okay. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's ridiculous how some people send games. This is why I've had so many problems recently. Just idiots, to be honest, just idiots. I'm glad I don't collect Nintendo stuff anymore because, you know, it would do me head in. Every time I buy anything, like a Dreamcast game, I have to, when there's not a problem, it's because I've messaged the seller after buying it and asked them to adequately package it and say a jiffy bag won't be good enough and it won't cost you any extra to wrap that jiffy bag in cardboard as well. Or something similar, you know. Talk to people like the fucking idiots. Which if someone was messaging me, you know, I'd just be like, yeah, that's obvious, so I'm going to make sure it gets to you in the same condition it left here. But you say that's obvious. I think it's only obvious if you're someone who cares. And I know I just seem to be dealing with more people who don't care than people who do. So this is like Mercs for ninjas, but on steroids. Pretty good. I think I've seen a few conversion carts of this for the AES over the years. Definitely up my street, this kind of game. Oh, now it is. Now I've turned into a bloody snow tiger that's blowing massive lasers out of its face. You know, don't get much better, does it really? That's the pinnacle of gaming, that is. And massive bits of meat. Now it's turned to Smash TV. And this has got the makings of an absolute bloody classic. What's B do? press C. Oh, that's just done something. I think that was C. High up. It has turned into Smash TV. Big money, big prizes. Oh yes. Oh yes, through the rings. Is that a little dodge move? It might be. Bloody hell, there they are. All three of them. They're going to steal a spaceship. Oh, now it's a spaceship stage. That'd be good. Am I dreaming? Oh no, something's wrong with the machine. Never get in a machine. They haven't got any clue what they're doing. They've just got in this, hit the power button. Matt says, tip 1, buy during the school holidays but never sell. Okay. Stu Rose says, never as good as my Sega Multi-Mega console, which was sent in an A5 jiffy bag. Steve White says, I received consoles wrapped in black bin liners before, honestly. Oh, I could go on forever about people on eBay, but yeah, just unbelievable. Before the internet, I didn't think I was that intelligent, but then after I discovered the internet, I realised that I was way above your average. If you were going to take common sense into consideration, you know, I was up there with your average kind of person. Not bad at all. Some people are just, well, like I said earlier, you know, they advertise about the game being the rarest thing ever, you know, hard to find, la la la. Greatest condition ever, excellent condition, like it's factory sealed, and then they send you it in a fucking bin bag. It's not right, is it? I'll press that button again. Oh, go on. Is he an artificial man from Mars Corporation? You know, make all them chocolate bars. Could be. We're going to a bit of an Egyptian theme now. You know, you're an Egyptian guy and you see someone... Can you fire to the side? No. That's a little bit of a downfall. Keeps it simple though, I suppose. Now, I believe there was a knife move, did it say? Was that just when you get close? Or was that just in my imagination? Oh, lions, run! Where's that bloke again? The thing I definitely like about the AES versions is you get limited credits. Absolutely hate unlimited continues unless it's like a brutally difficult game and it's handled properly. Magician Lord on the AES being a perfect example, I think. What the what's going on? Press that. Oh, the fair is here. Oh. Yeah, this is a pretty bonkers game. I'm not sure if this was officially released on the AES or not, if it was just like a MVS game. Keep picking the same guy. Good old Joe. Oh my. Well, hold on. Matt says someone called my goldfish because someone called my goldfish because they had to pay £1 postage packaging and gave me negative feedback on my postage is free. Someone called your goldfish. Called you a goldfish, or are you on about your goldfish card? I'm a little bit confused. Yeah, I've had some disagreements with people on eBay over the years. Definitely. I've also though had some complete and utter bargains. Just some of the best deals I've ever got in my entire life. I've not been down the car boot sale, I've not been in a charity shop, they've been on eBay. I've bought some amazing stuff, that's why I always smile whenever people turn their nose up at people buying on eBay. And so I should get everything out in the wild, and I just think, you missed out big time, you missed out big time, you missed the glory years, you missed it when, you know, things were extremely reasonably priced on eBay. You missed out on that. Because you was turning your nose up, that's cool, I'm glad. Yeah. Some pretty cool deals, especially with today's market, all things considered. How are you supposed to avoid that move? He's going to do it again, he's going to do it again. No. Tom says it was officially released in the AES, Euro, US and Japan. Russ says, how was the second floor, Tom, at Arcade Pub? Tom said I had to pay £15 entry to both floors. The second floor looks amazing, a load of virtual machines and a nice vibe with classic console setup. Nice. Matt says I had to pay £1 for post and packaging. This seller has the brains of a goldfish. Smooth and Jay says everyone's a greedy twat these days, definitely. And Tom says the pinballs are going to the second floor soon. Yeah, I really need to go back to Arcade Club. I don't mind paying £15 considering it's 2 floors. I think £10 was too cheap anyway. Especially considering when I went, spent like the best part of like 12 hours there. So, you know, it's less than £1 an hour. That's stupid. Especially considering how many games I played. Yeah, this would be a cool game to own. This would be a lot of fun in 2-player. It's sort of like Sengoku meets Mercs. Maybe Spot a Magician Lord. Oh, I didn't stand much chance of that. That's it. 1 point advice. Joe, watch enemy attacks carefully. Here's some advice. When in emergency, press C button to use ninja tricks. Pay attention to the power meter. Now be brave and try again. That was like a bit of advice. Russ says free run of both floors then once in. Tom says it's £10 if you want one floor. If you just want one floor, if you want no, I wouldn't want that. No. Swoom J says that was in relation to eBay, not Arcade Club, which remains reasonable. Yeah, absolute bargain. Absolute bargain. Matt says I sent the 10 stickers on first class stamp. The guy only paid for the item. Steve White says just last year I bought a newly listed, untested, brand new in English version of King of Fighters 94 for £20. An absolute bargain. It's worth around 250. Exactly. It's only the unwise turn the nose up to eBay, especially if you're a bit of a shrewd person and you've got your saved searches and you've got your eye on the ball, and you know you've got a little bit of knowledge behind you. No, actually quite jealous about that King of Fighters 94. I always wanted that one. Ended up getting 99 just because I got it for a price that wasn't far off the price of 94. I did own it for one night, so I bought it on eBay, but it came in like the worst condition ever. Like someone's dog had pissed on it. Wasn't nice. Well, shall we try Sengoku 2 then? Or should we try a different... What was that? Bloody hell, struggling to even remember. Yeah. But yeah, I've definitely had some good deals. I'm trying to think of some now, but... I don't know, loads really. Usually stuff that's just been listed that I bought straight away. Recently, the SCART selector that I bought, I got that for 40 quid delivered. Guy had listed it and just sort of said, I'll send you some money via PayPal, just end listed now. I bought it £40 delivered. About 3 days later, one sold for £129, I think. There's one on there now. I think it's been bid up to about 70 odd quid already. So that was a little bit of a bargain. There's two consoles I got recently, a Dreamcast and a Saturn for 35 quid. I know I had to go and pick them up, but that's not a bad price for a Dreamcast and a Saturn, especially considering the condition they're in. Once bought Sonic 3 on the Japanese Mega Drive, newly listed, 6 quid delivered. Yeah, people on YouTube were pretty amazed at that at the time. I bought the Bare Knuckles series, 1, 2 and 3, £35 delivered on eBay. That's a bit of a Billy bargain. I could probably go on all bloody night, to be honest. I have had some good finds out in the wild over the years, but some of the more sought after stuff has definitely come from eBay. So here we go, Sengoku 2. Nice bit of dragon action there. Oh, that's to change. Is there 2 attack buttons or 1 attack button? Oh, how do I change back? Okay. I'm not sure if I'm getting blue blood because I got it in American mode, or it's just like that anyway. Definitely sticking with that feudal Japan theme. Whoa, we ain't messing about. Character looks a little bit like a gay, the guy from Metal Gear Solid. He does, really does. His vibrant coloured clothing. There's a Red Bull. Oh yes, that's what I always liked about the original, was when you powered up your weapon. There we go, getting zoomed up to heaven. Very surprising that this series has seen 3 games really. It's not like any of the other side-scrolling beat-em-ups on the Neo Geo have seen sequels as far as I know. But this one seen 2 sequels. Well, rather the first game seen 2 sequels. I'm not sure if I should be changing more. Let's change to this guy with the big nose. Whoa! I've sort of got the power of bad breath, I think. I'm not really rating this guy. It's change back to the arcade version of Metal Gear Solid. So there are two different types of attack. Right, hold on a second. Tom says, when everyone's heading to Arcade Club again, I'm going 28th of May. Might go before that too. 28th of May. January, February, March, April, May. Steve White says, funny thing is I sold it for 180 quid right now because I only really collect Japanese AES games and already had a copy. But the guy bought it off me, auctioned it a week later and got 270 quid, laughing out loud. Shark got sharked. Oh, it is mad, but some of these high-end games or sought-after titles do seem to fetch absurd amounts of money sometimes. I've got a few reasonably sought after games. I've certainly not got anything that's like, you know, ridiculously rare. I'd have to really love something, I think, in order to pay a stupid amount of money for it. I think if I had something, you know, if I had something like stadium events, I would sell it. There's no two ways about it. I wouldn't want to have any single item really that was worth that kind of money, especially not for video games. Of course, Neo Geo is a completely different bloody kettle of fish. Oh, the dragon. Oh, going for the golden axe vibe. Count your blessings that I beat you. Maybe it was better when it was Japanese and I didn't know what they were saying. Is he dead already? I was telling you something worse. Oh yeah, I think this guy was in the first game. You idiots. It's not very nice, is it? Matt says women buy loads of shoes and handbags off eBay, laughing out loud. I actually met a guy down the car boot sale who bought loads of Scale Electric stuff. And he said, oh, I'm just down here with my wife. I said, what's she doing? He says, oh, she buys all the clothes and that. He goes, makes a good living out of it. I said, oh, right. So, obviously, like you say, plenty of people out there looking for clothes. I've got to admit, I enjoy buying stuff off eBay, I do. I enjoy buying stuff full stop. I'm not sure about handbags though. Not really got many of them myself. Very weird now, I've got this sort of World War II trooper type people dropping from the sky. Oh, and an axe to the head. I'm not sure if I'm going through different time periods. This does look a bit like World War II, sort of France or somewhere. I'm not sure if there's some sort of time period thing going on. Definitely got that feudal Japan thing going on. Go on, we'll have another continue. Should have changed character really. I just can't get enough of the camp Metal Gear Solid, so nice bit of blocking. Maybe it's time to turn to an animal. Wow, who's this guy? Someone out of Batman. Ninja. I like it. Very hand-to-hand focused. Oh, now I'm talking. Oh, yes. Prepare to meet your doom. I don't think so. There's bad parking on that tank. Oh. You can only go to heaven as gay Metal Gear Solid. Oh yeah. What is that? Ooh. Well, I'm not sure what he'll be trying to do with that big wooden spoon, but Stephen Watts says he's hoping that the multi-cart will bring AES prices down slightly. It should destroy the price of AES conversions of the 161 cart, which people seem to ask around 600 quid to £1,000 for. Fucking hell. Matt said, I'll just use the buy it now so women give me the money. I give the buy it now, his share and her address, and a lot of money and lots of money, but it's fun. I just use the buy it now so women give me the money. I gave the buy it now his share and our address, made a lot of money, and I lost a lot of money, but it was fun. I'm not sure what that is you're up to, Matt. Well, yeah, I did sort of consider seeing if I get someone to convert a multi-cart for me, but obviously with the flash cart coming out, don't really need to do that. Would be nice if AES cart prices come down. Can't really see it myself though, because I think demand far outstrips supply. But I don't know, I mean it depends how popular the Neo Geo becomes in the future, I guess. With, I guess, younger audiences. I mean, maybe it's so far ahead of its time it's not been discovered by younger audiences yet. I mean, in terms of the arcade experience at home in the simplest manner, probably the easiest bet. Not the least expensive, obviously. You could just probably get an MVS, consoleise it and get the 161 cart, I suppose. Or get a Raspberry Pi and a USB joystick. Well, definitely for me, the reason I got the AES was because I wanted to have some authentic arcade games, but I didn't want an arcade cabinet. I didn't want some monstrosity of an MVS console conversion. I didn't want a load of trouble or, you know, whatever else. I just wanted a simple solution, and the AES was just that for me. I think even if I had an arcade cabinet, I'd probably go for a dedicated cab. I'd rather... is that 7, does it say, or 1 continue left? Hopefully just 1, I mean if it's 7, it's a bit extreme. Oh, I mean, to be fair, I was more than happy with just having 10 AES games, but I wasn't playing my AES that often, but when I did sit down and have a session on it, I was more than happy with the games I had. But I didn't really ever dream I'd be able to play Metal Slug at home. You know, I didn't think that was going to be a possibility. I could have obviously bought a conversion cartridge, but I just figured it was something I'd just do without. Maybe buy the Saturn version or something like that along the lines. You could obviously have got it for the PlayStation 2, but it's 480i for a start. Before you even start getting into like the emulation issues and the horrendous sound, etc, etc. Is that a good thing I've collected? Seems pretty good. What's that dog? It's not really a dog, is it? It's like a dog crossed with a deer. I'm not sure what it is. I remember it was pretty kick-ass in the first game. Not so much here. Well, this does seem a bit more reasonable difficulty-wise than the original game. So I'll be disappointed at the end of this level if I'm not going to fight a big plane or something. I've actually no idea what will be happening. It'll probably be some sort of big Japanese monster. Ooh, look at that! Pushing off the plane. I like it. These guys block a little bit better. Come on the screen, come on. Right, who are you? Right, hold on. Matt says, well, I take the Buy It Now item and then sell it for 99p. When the bird finishes, I'll just click on Buy It Now at Gamble. Russ says, anyone after an AES? Arguably so. Jacob Thompson says, how much are AES selling for? I think around about £200, aren't they, Russ? Matt says, best win was a pair of high heels. Buy It Now was £60. I sold them for £143, and worst handbag for £80. Buy It Now, I sold it for £8 out of pocket. Oh dear. Steve White said, I'm not sure if younger generation will appreciate the Neo Geo style. They never got to enjoy the authentic arcade experience. Play arcade games used to be like playing prototypes. Steve White says, as in the things you played there would take years to be ported to home systems, albeit badly in most cases. And Jacob Thompson says, thank you. Yeah, I think that was the magical thing about arcades. Well, hopefully they become worthless and I'll get a full Neo Geo library. And numerous systems. That'd be nice. Lot of name calling in this game. And the name of choice is generally seems to be Idiot, which is a name I often known by. Game over. Well, if anyone else has got another game to suggest, then feel free. But that is really good, actually. Quite surprised compared to the original game. Now, don't get me wrong, the original game has got a special place for me. Matt says, no one got conned. Well, that's what you're saying anyway, Matt. Russ still trying to sell that AES. He says you have to want Jacob. Tell him no, Jacob. I'll get him when he's desperate, when he needs the money so badly. He's going to have to sell his Sonic coat, his jacket, then I'll give him 150 quid for it. You know what I mean? Happy days. On a serious note though, I've got to stop buying stuff. It's getting a bit out of hand recently. But yeah, any suggestions? Let's have a look at the game list, says Russ. Okay, Russ, have a look at it. We're going through it now. Plenty of clicking along. Don't suggest that Mahjong game. Try playing that Digger Man. God, it's so hard. It's like Boulder Dash, but for the Neo Geo. I think it's some sort of prototype game or something. God, it's balls hard. Stupidly addictive though. That was Dragon's Heaven. That was one that was recently discovered. 8 Man. That's what Tom was on about. Let's put 8 Man on, shall we? We'll go. We'll go through the list for a bit, I suppose. Football Frenzy, Galaxy Fight. Never tried that. Tried that last time. Gan Ryu. Bang Busters / NeoSD, Evo Halo Double Dragon. Okay, well we'll do Evo Halos because obviously we've done a few for Tom already. But yeah, we'll bear those in mind. Bang Bang Busters. We'll do that afterwards. Unfortunately, Double Dragon is it's a one-on-one beat 'em up. It's not the actual side-scrolling game from the arcade original. That would have been amazing, but so it's not. I don't think this is that popular, but I actually really like it. Matt says, "Way I see buy it now, seller gets his money no matter what. The buyer get her item 100%. It's me who's taking the risk." I'm still confused as what you're up to, Matt, to be honest. Seems like you're acting as some sort of middleman on eBay. Steve White says, "What is the brew of choice tonight?" Well, I like to have a mix, to be honest, but this one is a Wizbeer. It's a Rheinbacher Wizbeer wheat beer or something. Yeah, I get from Aldi. I think they're $1.25 each. It's actually quite nice. Evo Halo says, "I love the side scroll." Yeah, me too, definitely. It was an amazing arcade game, like nothing else at the time. Unfortunately, this game isn't the same. But and Russ says, "Only asking £200 plus postage is a clean one." It is a clean one, definitely. Certainly, if I hadn't bought so much stuff recently, I'd definitely have it. So let's give Billy a go.
Billy versus Temple.
I mean, I don't know who Sheng Fu is. Or the famous Double Dash yacht there from the Double Dragon series. Oh, blatantly copied all of Ryu's movesets. Charge. Oh, I think you press all 4 buttons for that, yeah. Now something's happened. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Spat in the face. We're going to end up getting beat up here. Can't be having that. Matt says, "That's right, I'm the middleman. I'm the only one who can lose." Stephen Watts says, "Can't get over the music in this version of Double Dragon." No, they love the old time and age change, don't they, on the old Neo Geo? They can't get enough of it. Such a simple thing, but really adds to the games. Come back here. Sheng Fu. Charge, I'm doing that. Hold on. That's it now, turn into nutcase mode. Oh! Counter? I don't think so. Billy won. It says Billy wins, but it says Billy won. Not a bad bout. Maybe next time. Who will it pick? Oh, Billy on Billy. Billy versus Billy. Oh, it's Back to the Future, Doc Brown. Jesus Christ. Interesting background on this one. Nice bit of neon. Man, I'm getting beat up badly by Billy. No, I'm going to press all 4 buttons. No, you're not laughing now. Whoa, look at that. Oh, still kicked me in the head and killed me. And graphically, this is nice. It's amazing how many fighting games there are on the Neo Geo AES and how many are really good. I've not played many that I've not enjoyed. Oh, it hit me when I'm down. What a counter, eh? He timed that beautifully. Gotta give him credit for that. Look at the person in the doorway there, it's like drawn on, that's crazy. I reign superior, do you want to try again? Do I have to play the same character or can I choose a different one? Choose a different one, that's cool. These really well-known people from Double Dragon. Dalton, Rebecca, Jimmy, Amon, Abo. I'll choose him. Well, I nearly got the pronunciation about right. Wow, is that me? It's bigger than the car, he'd never be able to get in the car. The size of him. Oh, not laughing now, are you, Billy? Picked the wrong person now. Look at that, give him the old ankle tap straight through the window. Whoa, whoa, what's going on there? Don't do that again. If that happens when you tense your muscles, you won't go down the gym as much. He's prepared for me this time. Press all 4 buttons. Matt says, the reason I set 99p is I am not buying eBay money and any extra money bad enough they cut win item ends. Eva Reyna says, are you playing this on that homemade controller? No, it's just the standard Neo Geo one. I wouldn't mind making one for the Neo Geo though, just so it'd be a bit quieter. These ones are a little bit plasticky. They are cool. They feel quite nice. The stick itself's really nice. It feels like a Sumitsu one. Oh, I always felt certain I was going to do something amazing then. Whoa, no, it was Burnoff who was doing something amazing. Nice. Yeah, he will lose. That's weird because instead of saying lost, it says lose. But says lose. But when you win, it says win. But it on the screen it says won. I don't know. I guess it's just the English. Go on. This bloke keeps blocking. Charge. Russ says, Jesus, it's Mr. Blobby on roids. That is scary when he tenses his muscles there. Look at his head, it just completely changes. That's... Oh. I like the other character though, Burn Off, he's pretty cool. Oh, he got an absolute beast in then. Absolutely. Oh, and a different pose. Not quite as alarming, that one. Matt says, anyway, guess which site I'm looking at right now, laughing out loud. You've left yourself open for me to say Pornhub, but I suspect you mean eBay. Oh, down the arcade's having a fight there. Wow, look at that, Jackie Chan. There's that Patrick Swayze in the background as well. There I am, look, doing my old manoeuvres. Must have made a move. Is that Double Dragon the movie? I reckon it is. This game made in conjunction with Double Dragon the movie. No wonder I don't recognise anyone from it. I'm pretty sure that's certain that's true now. She absolutely kicked my arse anyway while I was pondering over this. It was a movie tie-in. I think if I did watch Double Dragon the movie, it was so bad. I've erased it from my memory. And that's what you call a hit. She is kicking my butt. Nice. Matt says, of course, check out the Stickers albums. I don't look at porn sites, laughing out loud. Sure you don't, Matt. Oh no, I've never looked at one. Okay, all this talk of porn sites affecting my play. Can't even get a hit in now. Whoa, that was beautifully played by her. Russ says, never realised there was a movie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. Oh, I hate clingy men. Look at... Well. Oh, let's get one more continue. One more character. Probably going to have to go with Amon. Looks like he's a bit of a charged character, Amon. Nice. I don't know what that move is, but it's no good for arcade machines. That has been confirmed. Ooh. I've not looked on porn sites since I found Fab Swingers in 2014, laughing out loud. There's been somebody, a company that delivers stuff to where I work. They've been all about Fab Swingers. And I've been joking because there's now a company on the radio called Fab Sofas. I keep saying that, Fab Swingers has took off, they're doing that well now. They're doing speciality sofas for the old swinging. Special strength. These are party sofas, these are. These are up-rated springs and all that, you know what I mean? It's... Yeah. I've not been on the Fab Swingers myself, I've heard about it though. Oh, I like it. Oh, beautiful counter. I'll tell you what, I like this game, it's pretty cool. I wouldn't be disappointed with this, it's better than Street Fighter the movie. Jacob Thompson says, hope you don't mind I ask where you send your AAS on, Gruss? Where? eBay, Amazon? He's selling it anywhere he can get it. Some of the incentives he's offering. He offered me a little dog with it if I bought it for £200. A little dog come with it as well. Look at that, the intro. You seeing this movie? Holy... Imagine that, a full movie on the Neo Geo in that sort of resolution. Amazing. So, I'm trying to think what the other suggestion was before. Oh, Bang Bang Busters. Okay, we'll try that one out. Bang Bang Busters. Visco. A name you can trust. A little bit of flashing going on. Really isn't a problem though. And this certainly isn't a large game considering the time that took. Oh, I don't know what to expect here. I'm thinking a puzzle game. First, choose your character. You could be either a boy or a girl. Well, I wouldn't. Well, right. Search and attack. Press A to lift and throw. 3 skills you need. Number 1, rotating skill. That's important. Dash skill. Balloon skill. Right, well I think I'll figure it out along the way. So this is very much like Snow Brothers then. Oh. How'd you fly again? Hello. Oh no, it's running away. I'll get the hang of this in a minute, I think. Oh yeah, that's it. Continuously tap B to fly. I think it's quite simple actually. Graphically it's pretty cool. Santa Claus making a comeback. Oh no. We'll see. Very, very. Got a bomb as well. Nice. Oh, a bit of a speed up. Oh, now we're rocking. Evo Halo says, catch you again, buddy. Go and watch the boxing. Yeah, enjoy. You're probably back in 45 seconds once he knocks you out. Is this the end level boss? I think you're probably supposed to throw stuff at him, but just giving him a bit of a batter in there instead. Breaking the game. Yeah, good to see you anyway, Evo Halo. Right. I'm still pimping that AAS. It's on Retro Realm on Facebook. Get it, Santa. This is a really cool game. I'm actually quite a fan of things like Snow Brothers and Bubble Bobble, that kind of stuff. I know there's a few on the Neo Geo. It's Adventures in the Dark or something. I remember that one it said about. Yeah, hold it down. That's it. And let go. Alright. Oh, on the head, son. Oh dear. Go on, we'll have a quick continue. Jacob Thompson says, sadly, I am not, only use it for some whiskey stuff, thank you. Right. Oh, this is the boss then. This is a good place to stand until it starts moving. And it's even less a good place to stand. Hey, come back in. Oh no, that wasn't the idea. Am I invincible? I think I am. If I spin it round my head, will that do any good? No. Bloody hell, I was invincible, I did nothing with it. It's done me over there. Oh, get the speedy shoes. Down he goes. What the hell's that? Mickey Mouse. Little bonus thing. Very, very. Yes, this is 2-player as well. So imagine this is pretty awesome with friends. Matt says, I only go for single women on Fab Swingers and they must be older than me. Alright. Well, I've no idea. I haven't, like I say, I've heard about it. I'm using rotating skill. I'm not using any skill. But I've made it to Egypt. Now things are really heating up. Banging in the continues like nobody's business. Yeah, this is a great game. This would be awesome to have on a cab. Oh, I think we're there. Game over on the old Bang Busters. So if anyone else got a game they want to see, let me know. Clocking in first now on the Bang Busters. A lot of love for the rabbits. It's all about the rabbits. Very weird game, but yeah, I like that. That's a girlfriend friendly game, this one. That's it. My dad told me never mess around with married women, it's dangerous. Yeah, your dad's right. Definitely. Stay away from them. Yep, no woman is worth that amount of hassle. So let's try out this Dragon's Heathen, because this was a recently discovered game for the Neo Geo. I think it was incomplete. I'm pretty sure it is. I have no idea what it's like. Unless, of course, I played it last time and can't remember it, which is a distinct possibility. Yeah, Neo Geo is the only console now I haven't got a backup of. Not exactly cheap systems though. This is quite a big game. It's taken some flashing. Right, Russ says, remove the 32X earlier, swapped out a modded Power Mega Drive for my Asian switchless modded one. Okay. Yeah, the only reason I'm using my Power Mega Drive is because I believe it's something to do with the shielding. it creates less audio interference with a Mega CD. Well, I don't really use a Mega CD very often, but you don't need to have the power plugged into the Mega CD, and it's still fine with a power model. If I use my NTSC machine, it creates a little bit of an audio humming, unless you've got power on the Mega CD as well, which is a bit of a nuisance because, you know, I've got enough stuff plugged in already without adding to it. Well, yeah, I've currently got actually my Honeybee cartridge converter, so let's play import cartridges stuck in my Mega Drive in a power machine, so I can play my Japanese carts. I actually also thought, you know what, it's actually not a bad idea because it saves you from scratching the cartridge labels, because the cart sits out of the Mega Drive itself. Matt says, when I was a young lad at school I had floozies all over Kent. Yeah, I bet you did. You bloody long hair. Russ says, added the SCART distributor as well. And he says, my old Power Mega Drive has weird sound issues. Yeah. So here we go, actually. Oh wow, you can pick... I don't know if you can play as all these characters or what. See, some of them are definitely not complete graphically. See a lot more detail. Yeah, they're definitely just placeholders, aren't they? So I don't know if you can pick these people or not. It looks like you can, but graphically it may, yeah, it's a little bit incomplete. As I say, it's an unfinished game. You can see lots of little glitches and that on the screen. You can actually see I've not got anybody else to fight against. So I may have broken it by selecting that character. Let me just reset it quickly. Let's try picking a character that's got a completed graphical look, see if that makes any odds. Oh wow, yeah. You're just standing sideways. Yo, take that. Can't bother to look at you. So the computer isn't actually doing anything back. Nice backdrop. Shame it wasn't actually completed, this game. So pretty pointless playing it, to be fair. Matt says, none in my hometowns they say never shit on your own doorstep. No. Yeah. Best not to be fair. So has anyone got a suggestion for a game they'd like to see played? Definitely not that one. That's more of a tech demo than anything else, I think. About the Chibi Mako-chan Deluxe Quiz. Always fun. I suppose we could have a look at 8-Man, Tom mentioned earlier. Oh, Neo Mr. Do. I'll have a look at that one next. Don't think I've never even seen that one, Neo Mr. Do. I keep meaning to try out Neo Bomberman actually. Spot of 8-Man then. I like how the other guy's got 9 on his shirt there. Power up. So if I remember rightly, it's got this almost like shoot 'em up type stages. Predator. No copyright infringement here. Yes, here we go. It wasn't just my imagination. Nice little bit of scaling there. It's a shame I never got that proper copy of this game. Definitely missed out. Never seen it for a reasonable price since. Of course, you've got to hit it directly in the eye. Right, Tom says A and B together near bosses to get maximum damage. It's a fun game for high score. Matt said I had friends in my town who did get punched by the fathers and older brothers, and sometimes the girls would kick them in bollocks. Funny as hell. Tom says it's one of the first games I saw running on Neo Geo and VS back when it was new. Well, that kicked my arse. Oh, I've got a bomb move. That A and B seem to work wonders anyway. Yeah, it's certainly another cool Neo Geo game. Whoa. Go on, we'll have a continue. Jump through the fire. We're heading into the industrial zone. Up with the crystal maze. Such a great system for playing with your friends on the Neo Geo. Especially if you got the two arcade sticks. Just one of those machines where there's so many two-player games that don't have mega performance issues. I think a lot of the other 16-bit systems, it was almost a downgrade a lot of the time playing in two-player. You know, it introduced slowdown and various other issues. Some games would even reduce resolution or whatever else. Neo Geo pretty much was the same sort of performance even when someone else was playing. See, we're entering a Magician Lord level of difficulty now. Numerous jumps. Could get nasty. Tom says an anime of this from the 60s, which is worth a watch. Matt says, do you like the new Crystal Maze? I've not seen the new Crystal Maze. I used to love the old Crystal Maze. It's probably one of the most 90s programmes of all of the 90s programmes. I even went back and watched some of the older episodes recently and still found myself screaming at the television, so what's happening? Am I supposed to be on here? Am I going somewhere? Or I broke the game, or... No. No, it's a little rest period, that. I mean, Richard O'Brien's brilliant, isn't he? Simple as that. Deserves a lot more credit, I think. I think I may have seen a segment on the new one where he was like at the beginning of it or something. A lot of balls coming at me. Oh, it's the ball throwing machine. Go on, says it's free. Thursday, 8 PM 1990, Matt said. Is that the first ever Crystal Maze? I remember watching it all the time. Thought it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, when you look at it now, obviously some of those rooms, it's a little bit simplistic, some of the puzzles, but all the same, it's just such a great timepiece. You look at the clothes people are wearing and their haircuts, it's just fantastic. Get them shell suits out. It's like, you know, it's up there with like Games Master and Bad Influence and all those other really bizarre 90s programs. I presume there was like Crystal Maze video games somewhere, but I don't think there was any on any of the major consoles. Bit of a shame. Wouldn't mind a bit of Crystal Maze on the Mega Drive. As fast as lightning, let's go to Neo Mr. Do then. While that loads, she'll pop to the toilet. I'll put the microphone on mute. Right, back again. Matt says the only shell suit would love to have is Republic of Ireland, Italy 1990. I had a shell suit, it was a cheap one off the market. I bloody loved it. I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. Oh my god, is this what I'm playing? This looks bloody bonkers. It doesn't look like anything like Mr. Do. Right, Steve White says I finished my hardwood 2-player Neo Geo arcade stick last week and will be posting some pictures in the Neo Geo thread on Retro Collect tomorrow. It turned out really well, be sure to check it out. Yeah, I definitely will. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Oh man, so I'm probably going to be really bad at this, so I didn't read the instructions. What do you have to do? Just eat all the cherries. playing the bagpipes while eating the cherries. Oh no, it's not just about eating cherries, what about that smiley face? Oh, there's more cherries. Oh, that's it, just collect cherries, that's easy enough. Okay. Kind of bizarre, I mean, I thought Mr. Do was this big round guy, wasn't he? Oh, that was almost a good manoeuvre if it hadn't crushed me as well. Oh, there I am. I was expecting, I thought I'd come up, I was going to return, well, that clock at the top there, I was watching that. Watch out for this. Then move away. Then collect that. I'll turn to the big clown. Round 3. Oh, didn't anticipate that happening. Whoa, blimey, they're close. Oh, killed myself. Go on then, stick another 20p in. Spot it. Oh. Just scraping by there. Matt says, my favourite trainers were my Puma Speed, as wore by Stuart Pearce. Fuck Air Jordan and Patrick Ewings. I hate netball. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say I hate netball. Although, you know, as far as trainers go, I've only really ever had a couple of good pairs. They've all been Nike Air, so whether they're still classed as good trainers I don't know, but they seem to last me forever. Like literally a pair of Nike Air lasts me 3 or 4 years, which I think is pretty good value for like, how much they cost, 70 or 80 pounds. That's not bad. What am I still supposed to be collecting, that extra thing? Is there a cherry I can't see? Yes. That wasn't it. Where is it then? Or was it that sign? There's something I'm supposed to be collecting I've not collected. Am I invincible? No. Is it that big smiley face? No. Is it that ball? Something going on. Damn, I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Is it that? I'm about collecting everything. What's happening? Extra. Am I collecting them or avoiding them? I'm purely lost here now. Everyone's chasing me. No idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, there won't be a tile left on the screen soon. There's only 2 left in that top right. Unless I have to get on that. No. Right, I'll try and get these. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Help! I think I may have done something wrong. Oh, I can press a button. Ah. Finally. Ah. Chris Gadget UK says, hit A to throw your ball at the enemies. Matt says, Air Max, now I'm wearing Lotto trainers. You would never see a pair of Lonsdale. Oh, Lonsdale. Very nice. Yeah, this is one of those games I think where you could lose a fair amount of time to playing this. Oh! Go on, we'll have one more continue. Why not? What a silly mistake that was. Oh, not as silly as that one. An egg, surely that's good. We thought something good would have happened with that. This is definitely not MVS difficulty, you wouldn't be allowed to get this far for 20 pence. No chance. I remember in the arcades like thinking if you'd got like a couple of minutes of play for 20 pence you was doing well. I think it was like NBA Jam. I think the reason I stopped playing it was like you literally got like 1/4 for 20 pence, which was about a minute. It was obscene. But I only ever used to play arcade games that I could get, you know, the most value for money out of. If I was terrible at it, I wouldn't play it again. So, you know, limited cash flow. So you have to be careful. Is that the end, or have I died? Oh, I'm still going. It's all about the hearts now. Why would you want a Nintendo Switch when you could just play Neo Mr. Do? Just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Matt says Lonsdale £15 was £50, £55. Who are skanky sports trying to fool? They got me, Matt. I thought them Lonsdale were well worth the purchase. Power of the Lion. Simple as that. I think I did have some Lonsdale ones. I think they were more plastic than leather. Ooh, that's close. Matt says, did you get a Nintendo Mini? No, I didn't, no. I personally don't see the point in buying these emulation machines. You might as well just use your laptop or your computer, haven't you, really? Admittedly, cosmetically, the NES Mini is pretty cool, but there's no real purpose to me getting an HDMI emulation device. I'll get one when I sit down the car boot sale for £5 this year. I'll pick one up then. Won't be able to play it because I've not got any HDMI input devices, so I suppose I could convert it to RF and then play it on my TV or something. And I feel sorry for boxers because Lonsdale is boxing gear like Umbro is football. Yeah, I'm sure that all the boxers are wearing those really crap looking £20 plastic trainers from sports soccer. Yeah, it's all the rage. They wouldn't last 5 minutes in a boxing place, would they? Matt says, think of all Nintendo minigame hacks vids you can watch, laughing out loud. Yeah. No, I'm not in a rush to get one anyway. Anyway, any more suggestions for a game to play? We're only 1 hour and 1 hour and 39 minutes away from being a 4-hour live stream again. We're past the 2-hour live stream point anyway. Last hope doesn't work, tried it earlier. Naughty, I know. I wonder what that is. Master of Shogi. I've heard about that. Martyr Melee. Right, Metal Slug 2 Turbo. What about... Is it Metal Slug X here? Metal Slug X. This was the game that people said could have had some kind of issues. Oh no! Gadget UK says play that horse racing game. I will play that next, definitely. Stakes winner, yeah. Matt says, I would have called the Nintendo fleece the fans again. Well, you almost think Nintendo have got it, don't you? They release something like the Mini, you think, oh, they understand it. A bit late, but they understand it, and then, you know, they bring out the Switch. What I can't understand is that why get these companies who are struggling and why they don't re-release their games back on cartridges. We all know they'd sell. It's stupid to think they wouldn't. I'll give you an example. Think of somebody who's still got the rights for something. Okay, well, say Treasure. They've got some sought after games on the Mega Drive. Say they've got Gunstar Heroes, sort of Alien Soldier, highly desirable games. People pay a lot of money to have a box and complete version. So if they brought out some new versions, £50 a piece, I reckon they'd sell plenty of them. If it was a genuine Sega cartridge, genuine PCB. So all of a sudden I think Treasure will make a fair bit of money out of that. Can't understand why they don't do it, to be fair. You know, like Nintendo, they tap into the market a little bit, bring out the NES Mini, you think, oh, they get it. They're going to be bringing out all their games like available and compilation discs and cartridges for their new systems and stuff, but no, they don't take it any further. You know, they had the perfect, with the NES Mini, they had the perfect thing to bring that out and just make it like the virtual store where you just pay to download the games. It would have made an absolute killing. It wouldn't have took much more, probably just an Ethernet bloody port, and that would have been sorted. They'd have been earning a bloody fortune. People wouldn't have even been bothered about hacking it, but they just completely missed the opportunity. Just seems bonkers to me. King Arthur Tom says Matrumele has some great music, love it. I just finished the Metal Slug X the other night for the first time on the 4 credits. Jacob Thompson says, why don't you play some of the best games or hidden gems? Yeah, feel free to suggest anything, I'll give it a go. Matt says, I've got all Nintendo games on the free Nestopia emulator. Chris Gadget UK says, Switch has missed the mark, I think. They already had the 3DS as a handheld. They should have given the Switch more power and made it a dedicated home system rather than a portable combo system. Same thing with NES Mini, they should have added virtual store, as you say. Yeah, definitely. What? Just bloody bonkers. Just bloody bonkers. What an opportunity they had. Didn't take advantage of it. Typical old school Japanese company just not evolving with the times. You think about the Japanese used to be so far ahead in terms of technology and thinking, and they're so far behind now. It's even more bizarre when you think that, you know, companies like Sega were bringing out online services and net services a long time ago, even as far back as on the Mega Drive. You know, so initially Japanese were extremely keen on online play. It was going to be a deal breaker to them, and as soon as it became possible and easy, they weren't interested. That's the way it seems anyway. Not in comparison to Western audiences who have just lapped up online. Just can't get enough of it. Oh. You certainly can't beat a good Metal Slug game anyway. Jacob Thompson says, I'm near zero knowledge about SNK games. One series I really like is Samurai Showdown. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Samurai Showdown. I'll tell you what then, I quite fancy trying Samurai Showdown 3. So perhaps have a word on that. Don't think we're going to be finishing this game on the 4 credits here, Tom. The metal slug's better. How do we get out of this? How do we get out of the camel? No, that's it. Just jump. Take the slug. Oh yes. Definitely seems to be a bit more slowdown in this game than the first game, in my opinion. Up the ante down the amount of helicopters. Jesus. Go for the full 5. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh. Wow, serious sync issue there on my television. Shame, because that rocket launcher should have really smashed into smithereens, but I think I've done the trick there. Right, Gadget UK Chris says, yeah, that's one of the problems with the Wii U too. They need to bundle with a headset and do what Xbox Live and PlayStation Network did. Nintendo is too aimed at kids still, I think. Steve White says, I heard recently that Nintendo used a downloaded version of the ROMs for Super Mario Bros. On the NES Mini, as the game has old emulator code written within the file. Chris says, Metal Slug 2 Slowdown is even worse, but you should have the Metal Slug 2 Turbo on your list. That was a recent mod someone did to speed up Metal Slug 2. Yeah, that's in there, I've seen that. I don't know if I might prefer the first game so far. Pretty amazing. I think the one I've probably spent the most time with is actually the third game, because I've owned it on various systems like PS2 and Xbox. Probably can't go wrong with many of the games in the series though. Power-ups certainly got more inventive as time went by. Oh! Of course you've been turned into a zombie now. Oh, I'm getting a few sync issues here. Don't know if that's ordinary or not. I actually discovered a problem with Riding Heroes earlier. It won't play properly on a Neo Geo on this flash card. Not that it's a big loss, as obviously regarded by many as being one of the worst games. But you know, I wanted to check it out. Oh. Well, these zombies are hard to kill. Cool level structure. explain. I need this for these mummified dogs. Why is that bloke there examining that colour? Oh no. Damn, I kept landing on it. Oh, just made it. Go on, that could be the elixir I'm looking for. They take a fair bit of killing, these mummy guys. Go on, give me a decent welcome. Didn't last long. Bastard. Chris said his favourite metal slugs are 1, 3 and 5. Tom said I would say 2 over X if it wasn't for the slowdown. Matt says I love emulators, great way to find new games, try before you buy it. Snoopy on the NES, top game. Chris said I think 1 is the best, especially if you complete it with default credits and the ending is great to watch. He says I noticed that Riding Hero sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Try powering off and on and then have it auto boot. It might work then. Cool, yeah, we'll try that. And Tom says, I only got to the last bit of Metal Slug where you're shooting from a machine gun. I assume that's the end, but ran out of credits. Never finished it. No, I've certainly not finished it so far. Of course, on the AES, you only get the 4 bloody credits anyway, so you've got to get really good at the game. Nice. Back to being a human. It feels better. Bloody hell. This thing's never ending. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about all the jumping on this level. Might be a bit better now, I've got a slug. Whoa! Let's choose a different character. Oh no! That don't look good. Definitely don't look good. Uh-oh. Well, I've run out of them. It's supposed to be firing down then, that's the only hope I've got. Better. Maybe machine gun not help. Uh-oh, that don't look good. No, got no grenades left. Bloody hell, that's close. This is really impressive. Albeit a bit scary. Rockets, that's what I'm talking about. Oh no! Fancy losing them at that point. That was bad. Bad timing, if ever there was some. At least I've got grenades again. Rockets. Is he going to do that thing again? Oh shit. Yes. Oh. Not sure if I'm making hard work of this or what. Finally gone down. Tom says, guess I'll buy an MVS copy again, as buying / finding the original AES might take a while. Yeah, definitely. Chris says, the ending is awesome. Yeah, an AES costs one whole kidney. Tom says, it's not so much the cost right now, it's just finding one. Seems a lot of people want one with cash too. Chris says, that means it probably costs 2 kidneys. Try and give incentive for someone to sell it. Tom says, probably. Stuart says, so are these SD carts worth it over the 161 in one carts then? Yeah, Chris will probably be able to tell you the details on why it's better than the 161 in one cart, but yeah, in terms of compatibility and performance, I think it's supposed to be a lot better. I mean, so far performance-wise, I've not had any issues. Oh. Well, I say I've not had any issues. There's been a few slight ones, but overall, been pretty good. And I know there was issues with the MVS, but they did sort most of them out with the firmware release anyway. I think in the end it'll be perfect, you know, there'll be no problems with any games. I need teddy bear. That's a decent weapon, not teddy bear. Oh, some pigs will do. Hey, fatty! What have you got for me? Wow, now we've got some stuff going on. I've got another boat. Twice the boats. Oh! Let's try the lady. Not really tough. Oh! Right, nice to take them down. A bit of time. Stone. I'm not sure what that means. Give me some decent weapons. Heavy machine gun will do. Yeah, I'm running out of space. Oh, fell off the train. No. No. Bastard, run out continues. Yeah, damn good. Chris says, one sobering thought when our generation starts to die off, cheery thought, I know supply and demand will all go tits up and demand will be less than supply. Tom said, how many years will that take and how likely will the big dogs be willing to take a loss? Chris is probably another 30 or 40 years maybe. I don't reckon I'm going to see another 30 or 40 years out, to be fair, but you know, you never know. Matt says, 3 bids just on over £100, one SNES game boxed. Yeah. That's a quarter of a Neo Geo SD cart. Chris says, I think they're better because the 161 has several games at least that are glitchy, etc. Plus you can play the whole library. They are a bit pricey though. Yes. And Stuart said, did I hear you say in one of your vids that the 161 cart draws too much power? Right. Tom says, I know that in 30 to 40 years the last one I mind would be the game I bought in my 30s. Haha. Definitely. Definitely. Right. Where were we at? I'm sure I've had a few requests and I forgot about. I know there was that fighting game beginning with M. Oh, well, Samurai Showdown 3 was one I said I'd try out. I think this is considered the black horse in the Samurai Showdown series, but it's one that could have bought so many times. Kind of wish I did. Right, Steve White said he must have paid about 310 quid for a 2016 MVS converter with 161, so 400 quid and access to the whole library seems worth it. Matt says, if I win that SNES game, it will go down value cost. I will just rip the box open. Right, okay. Chris says, the 161 is about the same as most other carts, to be honest. My MVS draws 1.3 amps of any cart, original 161 on NeoSD. Neil says, but one thing with the multi-carts, 161 etc, is they output 3.3 volts to the MVS rather than 5 volts, and I believe that means the chips of the MVS might have shorter life. Right, Russ says, keep the AES and buy an NeoSD, or sell it and buy a Switch later in the year. Oh, like Chris says, the NeoSD is a lot of money. £400 is a fair amount of money. Especially if you've already got an MVS and all that. But obviously you could make a fair bit of your money back by selling your MVS and your 161 cart. To me it was a no-brainer. I think it was Tom who made me aware of it, King Arthur. No, it was Chris who made me aware of it, and then it was Tom who said, oh, by the way, the AES pre-orders are open, have you ordered one yet? And I literally went over that day or the day after, read up on it, read through the forums and everything, and just thought, yeah, it's a no-brainer. You might as well do it. If you buy it and enjoy the games and decide to get rid of it because you know you feel a bit overwhelmed, you'd rather just play your cartridges, I'll sell it for easy the money I paid for it. So, or at least somewhere close enough to not be an issue. So I think this one is a bit of a dark horse with the Samurai Showdown series. I think it introduced a lot of different things that fans didn't like. Certainly got a slightly different graphical style. Seems a bit darker. The second is an absolute bloody classic. No denying that. Unfortunately, I'm getting a complete beast in here. Right, Tom says, Russ, stop being tight, just buy both. Jacob Tom says, the price will go down sooner or others will make another product. Chris says, buy the Switch in 2 to 3 years when they're cheap second hand. Russ says, will the flash cart have a very limited run, do you reckon? Tom says, no. Matt says, almost SNES and NES games are unboxed and that's why I like it. Tom says, but you never know. I don't know, look at the GD-ROM, look at all those things like the Saturn, the Saturn PCB that you can take the disk drive, the CD-ROM drive out with. They're very hard to get hold of. I don't know if they will keep stocking them for years. I don't know how much demand there is. I think I was the 14th person to order an AES version. Certainly going by my invoice, I'm sure that's what it means. Could be mistaken. When you've seen the pictures, it only looked like they had a few hundred made. Right, Tom says can't get on with Samurai Showdown series. I got pretty into Samurai Showdown 2. I got reasonably good at it, to be fair, with a couple of characters. Never really played Samurai Showdown 3. That's a pretty good move though, gotta say. Effects wise, graphically, this is impressive, I think. Like the lighting and things, it's a lot of stuff happening at once. Well, we're on time. Chris says, get Ninja Masters rocks though. The difference with the Saturn Drive thing and this, the company building NeoSD is their first product. They're trying to build a catalogue of products to keep them in business. I don't know what, I don't understand what that means, because that, in order to stay in business and be competitive in the flashcard market, if that's what they're going for, how are they going to be competitive against someone like Crits? You know, are they going to be able to produce an EverDrive that's cheaper than the Sega and Nintendo alternatives currently? I don't think they are. Not that it's cheaper. It may be performance-wise better, but so far with the Neo Geo one, they've certainly not shown some sort of value factor to it. I know what you're saying about the GD-ROM drive being someone's hobby project, but that's somebody who makes it by hand. NeoSD are reliant on going for production runs at factories and stuff. You know, it's a different thing really. They've got to get a certain number to make it worthwhile them doing it, whereas the people who are making the GD-ROM drives, the guys making that, you know, if he knocks 20 out, you know, he's just doing it by hand. It's not really a big issue. He's not going to order 500 or anything like that. I don't know, time will tell. I certainly got mine straight away because I thought I'm not going to risk there all of a sudden being, you know, a change of heart or falling out or something like that, and all of a sudden they're not producing them anymore. Because you know what it's like on eBay. Next thing you know, one of these cartridges will be going for 1,500 quid or something really ridiculous. As I've said, 400 quid is, as someone said on one of my videos actually about this cartridge, 400 quid is nothing in terms of Neo Geo collecting. It's nothing. It's just, you know, people have spent way more than that on one game. Tom says the rule with AS is order it while you can, because you never know what's around the corner. Missed out on Cross Swords 2 and other games because I thought the run would carry on longer. Yeah, exactly. I've always gutted that I never bought the NG Dev Team games. I was on board from Gunlord. I should have bought every single one of their AES releases from Gunlord, but I didn't, and I wish I had. But now, what chance have I got? Very, very, very little. Not unless I get someone who's going to really do me a big favour. Jacob Thompson says, this and Rival Schools are the best fighters. Yeah, I used to like Rival Schools on the Dreamcast. Hold on. Chris says they're looking at products like the NeoSD for other platforms. I expect their next product to be for another arcade board, maybe the Atomis Wave. Good idea to buy early, but still a lot of money. I'm tempted on your mate's AES. This, yeah, it is a lot of money. There are cheaper alternatives, definitely. But if you already got the system, you're obviously halfway there. Ooh. Yeah, I thought Darksoft had already made quite a lot of these arcade boards. Again, I think he made an STV board, and I think they were, you know, initially easy enough to get hold of, and now extremely difficult to get. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, the Neo Geo, fair enough, they entered a market that no one else has got a product out on at the minute. But every other kind of flash cart, for almost every other kind of system, there's competition. And unless you've got a feature set that outstrips what everyone else is offering, you need to be focusing on price, and you need to be shifting units to get that price down. How many people are going to buy a new Mega Drive, EverDrive, or whatever else? If there's already an alternative for them. I don't know about Thomas Wade or any of that kind of stuff. Tom says, me too, I have Pink Bullets and Crowd Busters, but the back catalogue is rumoured to make a comeback in their store. I don't think it will do. I think because they're German, they'll stick to the guns. They're not bothered. They'd rather have a legacy behind them than money in the bank. I mean, the way they're going with Crowd Busters, I mean, it must be costing them a bloody fortune. Chris says, Engine Dev Team annoy him, still waiting for Last Hope, Gunlord and Crowd Busters. It says, I hope they do Fast Striker. He'll definitely get that too. And it says, I think they'll be doing Fast Striker next year and offer Razian again maybe, but they aren't doing XYX again. They're not going to do any of them AES games on a re-release. They'll do the MVS ones, but they won't do the AES ones. They're too stubborn. They're too stubborn. They've proven time and time again they're not bothered. If they were bothered, they'd be releasing them on PlayStation Network and Xbox Live. They don't care. They'd rather just cater for the Neo Geo audience than other platforms. If they come out on other platforms, it'd be different games. In one way, you admire them for it, and another way, it's annoying. You know, I thought Razion. I thought they'll bring this out on the Dreamcast. They've got to. But then when they didn't, you know, I thought they're not going to, are they? They're not going to bother. And then as soon as Crowdbusters was announced, I thought, well, you either buy it now, order it now, or you ain't playing it. And if it's really good, turns out to be really good, it'll be astronomical money on eBay. And if it turns out to be a game you don't like, you'll easily get your money back, probably £100 more selling it on eBay. So again, it's just a bloody no-brainer, really. Would love any of their games though on the Neo Geo, definitely. I've got all the Dreamcast ones they made. Right, Jockey Grand Prix. That was cool. That was a. I think that was the one. Was you on about Jockey Grand Prix? Tom says, I guess I'll pay the high prices then, but sometimes you get a deal. Of course you do. Of course you do. I've seen Gunlord go for about, I think it's 430 quid on bidding. Or only 480 quid. Still a fair deal. You know, only about £80 over what it was going to cost anyway. I didn't buy it though. But I've obviously ordered Crowdbusters. I don't know if I'll actually dare fucking use it. Oh dear, wrong horse race. Jockey Grand Prix, I think you need Unibus to enable credits. What, in this one? Oh, in this one you do. Stakes Winner was the one. It perhaps won't start on the AES. Well, got to flash it at this point, so... Might not even flash on the AES. This could be the game that blows it up. Looks not moving any further. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it's still moving. Okay, it's very slow. Very slow. Jockey Grand Prix. 2001, this one. Right, okay, well, I'll just have to let it flash. No. Credit up, A button. Credit clear, start. I can put credits in. That's all I can do though. Okay, let's get out of here. Stakes Winner was the one. What, Stakes Winner 1 or 2? Start with the original. Well, it doesn't look like it's too big a game, so... It looks like it does work on the AS. No, well, I don't know. I was in some sort of operator menu, so I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember if I've actually played this one. Is this one where you've got like a stamina meter and you have to press the button in order for your horse to go faster? It always blows my mind how these got different startups with, you know, they're like all remix that Neo Geo startup music. Nice. 1995. That's me. Okay. Is this the name of my horse? Foxy. White Heat. Euro. Oh, we don't want that one. Bloody hell, well out of that. Hot Sand. Asian. No, we don't want that. Brave Lady. I'm going to go for the Brave Lady. How to play, okay. A button controls the reins for slight acceleration. Power decrease a little. B button controls the whip for sharp acceleration. You must give up racing your horse when power decreases to 0. 2 rapid joystick taps in direction of travel allow you to force past horse blocking your path. 2 rapid joystick taps opposite direction of... I think I'll figure it out. Okay. On your marks, get set, ready. Here we are. Very exciting. Gadget use case, Jockey Grand Prix is a bit pants anyway, just a gambling game. Oh, what am I doing? Where am I? Player 1. Trouble is, I'm not really sure how long the course is. Is this the final furlong or what? This looks like the final furlong. Is this the line? Have I crossed in second or first? Hard to really tell what was going on there. I've come in first. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Charlie Chalk, Anthony, evening mates. Evening. So there we go. I won. Brave Lady, Boxy, 101. 101-1. Great opening race there. Very pleased with myself there. Brave Lady. Look at the owners. Seem very pleased with themselves there. The jockey, one arm in the air, waving at the crowds. Horse is worth £59,000. Next race, as they line up here at the start grid. This is worth £320,000 for a win here. This is not small fry at all. And we're out the first hurdle as we head to the first corner. Everyone else seems to be leaping ahead. We'll try and cut the corner here. Falling behind here, hoping for a final run. Come on, power! It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. I took a photo finish there at the end. May have managed to just scrape second place. Is that enough to qualify second place? Is that enough to get by? Got a little bit for it. Here we go now. Different sort of camera angle at the start. And there we go. Let's go round now. And they're off. And they're off. Trouble is, you've got to keep it in the horse to remain competitive, but we're hardly even round the course. We're already running out of power. Nice to get a bit of power back though. Picking up that carrots as we head round the final corner. Cutting it early, uphill section. Well, I've got something, I don't think that was good. It looked like the symbol was of some sort of poo. That is not a good performance, disappointing. King Arthur says Charlie Chalk used to give me nightmares. Oh, what was the... I can't remember the music to it. No prize. Continue. Just a moment. Goodness, I was hoping it wasn't going to make me pick another horse. Oh no, you got to stick with the brave lady, obviously. She's been so brave. Here we go then, back again at the start. So I think it was just that thing I picked up that let me down on this in the last race. I'm falling behind right at the start. I need to pick up that extra power. Stand any hope. On the outside now, coming through. No, I've picked up that bloody poo side again. Oh. Struggling and we've run out of power. Oh dear, still not got through. 4th place, you don't qualify with that. Russ says he just googled Charlie Chalk, that brought back some memories. It was some sort of clown, wasn't it? Chris says laughing out loud at poo symbol. Russ says this looks good, is it on MVS? And Chris says it's probably on the 1 and 6 in 1 in 1. Really pressing the wrong button at the start, that was never going to help. Bouncing off the barriers now though. What's going on? Stuck on the barrier. Can't get by. Got to avoid that poo thing. What was that? It wasn't a great help. No, definitely struggling there. Not got a good technique for this. Getting worse and worse. Horse is absolutely knackered. Horse is about dead. Poor old brave lady. Alright, one more continue. I might have to try a different horse here. Right, Tom says I can't get on with this one, but the horse graphics in the bottom left hand corner look good. Try Be Silent. Yeah, I'm not sure on the horse racing game, but got a bit of a black beauty on now. See how she fares. Come on, get off that fence. Get off that fence. Oh, the horse looks evil. Oh, come on, 3rd place would be good. No, you definitely don't want to collect that. It hasn't made no odds. Worst performance there. Alright, apparently this is on eBay and it's only £7,500. Right, I might have to end the stream and go and buy that because this happens to be one of the best games I've ever played. Right, Chris is saying it's probably worth £20, if that. How can you say £20? I think you must have missed a few zeros on there. Tom says I know, but it's not far off the going rate. Was there another suggestion that I forgot? We've played the horse racing. That's done. Check. Right, Jacob Thompson asked, did I ever get a response back from the guys who bought this cart from? Yeah, I did in the comments section of YouTube. Unfortunately, where they told me to contact them on their website just seems to be broken. I can't log in. I know someone else who can't log in either, so I don't know. I don't know if they're busy or what's going on. Right, Bang Bang Busters. I've not. I think did not play that earlier. I think I might have played that earlier. Ironclad. One of these works, one of them doesn't. I think this is the one that works. Tom says Windjammers. Okay. Hooded Gamer, evening all, evening. Yeah, some of the Neo Geo game prices are just mental. Certainly if I had a game that's worth £7,500, it would be on eBay. I noticed a thread the other day about video game collection insurance and some of the values people were talking about. I just thought, Jesus, I reckon I was going to sell the expensive stuff and keep cheap games. Certainly if you've got a shelf full of £7,500 AES titles, you soon rack up a fair amount of money, I should imagine. Taking some flash in the old Ironclad. I think I had this on the Dreamcast. Pretty cool game. I think to begin with I wasn't keen on it at all, but did grow to like it in the end. Tom says, but what would you do with the money? For me, it would just sit there doing nothing. I would blow it. Well, I suppose I'd find something to do with it. I don't know. The thing is about collecting games, you know, it's just dribs and drabs, isn't it? It's not like I went out yesterday and bought £2,000 worth of games and stuck them in my room upstairs. Yeah, I remember this one now. Weird game. It always annoyed me when you fire that thing out that it doesn't come back to you automatically. So you fire it out and then it just sits over there doing its own thing. Which is alright, but it's much more powerful when it's actually on the front. You see a lot of conversion carts for this game. I think there's actually a website now where you can order like any conversion cart. It might be French or something like that. I think they're like £200 each or something. Not a bad idea before the flash cart. Oh, bloody hell. Can you not blow your green things up? They're annoying. Where's my finger off the front? Oh. Finally. Well, anyway, if I had £7,500, I wouldn't buy a copy of Stakes Winner for the Neo Geo AES. I think I would rather blow it. Weird how a lot of these later Neo Geo releases really into the pre-rendered graphics thing. I suppose it was just the fashion at the time. Looked better on the Neo Geo than any other system though, pre-rendered graphics I think. Certainly of this era. Oh, nice little bomb move there. Oh, kick the hell out of everything. So I think took it down a level, the power up on the old craft here. That'll help. Oh, the obligatory train. Not looking so well in its pre-rendered state actually. Doesn't look as good as the train level in Steel Empire on the Mega Drive. Doesn't look as good as the train level on Gunbird. Psycho got a massive thing for trains in their games. I think every Psycho game we've ever played's got a bloody train in it. Clearly someone on their development team is a bit of a fan. I suppose I could always fire out these mental bombs. Tom says, I hate those dirty versions partially because they convert officially released games. Yeah, I've never been that big a fan. Always felt like it was a little bit dirty. I never actually bought one, so considered it. A lot of people used to say to me years ago, "Oh, you've got to play Polestar even if you just get a conversion cart." But I always used to say, "Well, I don't think I'll bother." But fortunately enough, obviously now I can play that game if I want to, without having to support the conversion industry. Never been into people buying like pirated Mega Drive games. Just seems ridiculous to me. At that point, I don't know why you just wouldn't buy an Everdrive and just get some high quality printed out papers, buy some empty boxes and stick them on a shelf if that's what you really want. Pretend you've got them. I've got to admit though, them Neo Geo conversions, I've not seen one with my own eyes, but from the pictures I've looked at, it does look like they make a really good job. You know, in terms of the artwork and the... but obviously they're destroying original AES games in order to do it. Not only with the cartridges, but also with the boxes. I think the ones I've merely bought the most in terms of conversion cards, so like Neo Turf Masters, probably bid on a few of those in the past, and obviously Metal Slug. Well, I don't need to worry about it now, do I? So. Right, Chris says there are a lot of fake AES carts now. Not really been keeping up with it, so I'm a bit blind to it all. No, hold on. Right. Tom says each their own, of course, but there is always another route. ROM or MVS, for example. Chris says there's lots of fake Chinese AES carts now. Tom says if you just wanted to play the game, of course, but it's not always about playing the game, I guess. No, it's not. And Chris's Metal Slug 1, $240 on AliExpress. Fuck AliExpress. The Mega Drive market, and I suppose probably the SNES market as well, has been fucking ruined by AliExpress. The inevitable has happened. You have now got people selling AliExpress cartridges, and they're not saying that they're fucking AliExpress cartridges, basically, is what I'm getting at. No matter which way they want to word it, you know, found these in the loft or whatever else. They don't say these are just some cheap Chinese crap cartridges. And it fucks me off that people support it. People on YouTube when they support it, fucks me off that they support it. Because if you look at the bigger picture, what are they supporting? You know, it's not really right. Plus, I'd rather people support a flash cart than what the fuck? Where's that bomb thing? Getting a bit really crazy. Chris says, yeah, that's definitely the problem with fake EverDrives too. Yeah, well that's it, they'll ruin EverDrives, won't they? Same as anything though with people, you know, they only really think about themselves and never look at the bigger picture. Just, it's a shame really. I understand that some of these games are sought after, hard to find, etc, etc, but there are other options. You know, emulators, EverDrives. Hell, even make your own bloody cartridge, you know. But don't support somebody else doing it. Just doesn't make sense to me. Never been a fan of it. I had a pirated copy of Turtles for the Mega Drive, very sought after game. Highly expensive, especially for the Japanese version. Yeah, the European version is like probably 60-70 quid these days. Japanese version is hundreds of pounds. And in the end I just got rid of it because I thought, no, I don't want some dirty conversion card, I'd rather not have the game. Or I'd rather just play it on the EverDrive than bother with it, so. Well, it was obvious that they were going to start getting passed off as the real thing. I mean, I remember looking on eBay and a pirate cart being something where you were like, bloody hell, look at that, can't believe that. Like, someone's made a pirate cart of True Lies. That's, you know, totally blatantly obvious that it's not the proper game. You know, completely different cover art. A PAL cartridge with a cutout in it. You know, terrible quality artwork and sticker. But now, of course, you know, they're getting a bit more clever with it. I'm in a bad situation there. That's the only choice, so I've got to get out of there. Right, hold on. Russ says crits all the way. Jacob Thompson says fake EverDrives. Gadget UK says yeah, AliExpress has cheap EverDrives and SD to SNES, but they brick when you update firmware. Plenty of fake NES Mega Drive Game Boy EverDrives on there. Jacob says thanks for the warning. Chris says better just to buy from crits. Right, and Russ says any experience with Game Boy Micros? Yeah, with my EverDrive it came from a guy on eBay and he basically just bought a Mega Drive and that. I opened it up years ago and it said crits on it and all that, so I'm presuming it's real. Doesn't really make that much odds, to be fair. It's only really the Neo Geo. I don't feel dirty about playing it EverDrive, so I tend to use my Mega Drive carts a lot. I'm still not sure about this game. I wouldn't be happy paying hundreds of pounds for it, I don't think. Certainly shooters that I prefer on the system compared to this. Of course, this is the prototype version, so... Chris has recently got the Game Boy Everdrive. Did consider that myself, actually, the Game Boy Everdrive. Keep meaning to buy a modified Game Boy as well, but never get round to it. I'll perhaps treat myself for Christmas or something. Got to lay off the video game spending for a bit. Not really for financial reasons, just because I feel like I bought quite a bit of stuff recently. I mean, probably the biggest value for money item recently has been PGA Tour Golf 2. Probably spent about 4 hours playing that game. And it cost £7, so... Getting back to being as good as I used to be on it though. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. To be fair. Used to be pretty mustard on it, I think. Well, I'm not even going to use the last credit. And Russ has picked up a Game Boy Advance and he's broke it or something. Faceplate. He's on the lookout for a cheap pink one. Yeah, it's not because it's cheap, it's because you actually want a pink one. Nothing to do. I bet you broke yours on purpose because you realised you didn't get the pink one. Tom says, I find buying things late at night with some beers helps with some purchases that have been pending for some time. All sensible thought goes out the window. Yes. All the time for me, that. All the fucking time. I wouldn't have bought that bloody JVC... Well, not that there's a problem with it, I'm happy enough with it. I wouldn't have bought that JVC television if I hadn't had a few beers. That was on a Sunday. I just thought, yeah, seems like a good idea. 100-mile round trip, I don't mind. It actually was a good idea in the end, but that's besides the point. Russ says pink is a lovely colour. Well... I know it's the colour you got your bedroom painted, so... Pink AES, yeah. You'd probably sell that for a lot of money. That's what you ought to do. Russ, with that AES for yours, spray paint it pink. Russ said, I bought plenty after a few beers, yeah. I think most of my stuff's been bought after a few beers. Yeah, it definitely helps with clicking the old buy it now. I must just go and get another drink because I've ran dry, so I can get pumped up ready for eBay. Of course, I would get a fridge in the game room, but then that would mean I wouldn't be getting as much exercise running up and down stairs going to get beer. Tom says King of Monsters 2. Yeah, bloody hell. Do you know what? I never bought King of the Monsters because I was just too scared about the amount of button bashing that my friends would be doing while I was playing it. Oops, hold on. And Jacob Thompson says, cheers, drink a whiskey. Nice, what whiskey are you drinking? Just trying out a Wild Bill American IPA here. £1.19 a bottle from Aldi. Pretty nice actually. It's got that tropical, grapefruity taste that a lot of these American IPAs have got. Looks like for beginners for me. Where could we be playing? On tiled? Surely that'd be dangerous, wouldn't it? Playing on a tiled floor. UK versus Germany. Oh, Neil. Whoa. Whoa, he's got me again. Oh, I see. Got different moves. Hold on. Whoa, you're having a laugh. So that's a slow one. Oh, that's gone in again. Oh. I'm not good at this game. Yes, 5 points. I'm getting better. You got lucky. Whoa. Bloody hell. Tom says he's having a tanglefoot. And Jacob Thompson says, I'll drink a Balblair 95. Now I'm on some Moroccan. Nice. What am I missing here? Summit. How did he do that special move? Oh, he didn't like that. Oh. I'm getting battered. Where's that bit when you throw the frisbee to a dog? What's he doing? Is that him? Right, let's try this woman instead. Chris says you can curve the throws if you move the stick in a quarter semicircle, a bit like Hadouken move in Street Fighter 2. Okay. No, but then why does he do that? Why does he turn into a beast and alright, okay. Maybe it's just that particular character's a beast. Doing it again. Oh, you mother hubbard. Whoa, I seen it, I had the power then. Perhaps this is one you need to really play with a couple of people so you get used to it. Oh, there's an open goal. Oh, come on. How can you beat that? Really radio controlled when he throws it. I'll have 5 points. Come on. Yes! 15 seconds left. Come on. All to play for. Oh, stay close. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 4 seconds. Oh, I thought that was in. This has got to be it. 3 points. I won! Have it. 1-all. Okay. Oh! How's he getting to that? Uh-oh. Oh, no! Felt that was mine then. Oh, come on! Oh! Time wasting. Oh, one more point, but we're out of time. Damn. So, okay, what was the other suggestion then? Oh, King of the Monsters 2. So if you can probably look at that. What time was it? 12 o'clock. Probably call it the last game then, King of the Monsters 2. So it's not quite been 4 hours, it's been nearly 3.5. No problems at all this time with the flash cart. King of the Monsters 2. Was King of the Monsters 1 not better? Let's try 2 anyway. Could have bought this one on a few occasions. I think now it's stupid money, but in the past it's been reasonable, I think. I think this has got a cooperative 2-player mode. Still barely scratched the surface of this flash cart. And I don't know how many games I've played tonight on it, but I think the other stream probably played less than 10 games. I think there's like 140, 150 AES games. $19.99. Used to see them a long time ago. Wow, look at this. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, 1 player, 1 and 2 player versus computer. Super Geon, gotta be. I remember seeing this game. I think it was on Games Master or something like that. At the time, it was mind blowing. You'd seen Rampage, but this was the next level from Rampage. Oh no, there's the Kennedy Space Center. Graphics are pretty slick on this. No, I want to blow that up. Is that me on the floor? Oh yeah. There's my special moves. Tom says, remember seeing this one in CNVG magazine and dreaming of owning it. Look at that. Oh, bite him up. He's looking at him running away. Look at him running away. What? Hey? Awesome. Nice. Powered up. Oh, now I've turned to a flaming beast. That is mad, actually. Smashing the planes with skyscrapers. Ready for battle. It's the boss again. Pummel me in. Interesting how those sections in between kind of breaks it up. I've already been absolutely annihilated. Ah, spike him. Go on, hit him when he's down with the tail. I don't know if it's a block move. The amount of destruction in this, really awesome. There was a city here before we started, but it's mainly been flattened at this point. Whoa! I am getting annihilated. Do you even get to continue? Okay, let's try this guy instead. Ultraman. Go on! Suplex. God, this guy seems a bit better. He's got moves. Oh, that's cheating. I think this might be the guy from 8 Ball, is it? It's the green version. No, I was in that. I should have won that grapple. Oh yeah, it's like playing track and field. Wow. That's it. Try throwing stuff at him. My only hope. Oh, suplex mania. One more suplex, it's all over for him. No. No. 8 Ball, green version, track and field, no. I tell you what, it would have been good a track and field game on the Neo Geo. Why is there no athletics games? Would have been great. Like Daley Thompson decathlon. That would have been amazing. Yeah, they should have thought about that. Maybe NG Dev Team's next game, track and field clone. It'll be not only track and field but winter sports as well. 50 different events. I'm already sorting out the basics of the game. Of course, the downfall always of the track and field games was you could generally get a maximum score on certain events. So once that had been achieved, there wasn't really very much further to go. Look up the question mark. Power. Or was that power down? Not sure. Ready for another battle. Another exciting battle with Tiny Man. Getting slightly bigger, man. How much bigger is he going to get? You know what I mean? This wasn't even hurting when he was small. The belly flop of death. Took the Eiffel Tower down with that. That's not a good power up, it's a bad one. Tom says he's the guy from the box art. Yeah, I know him. So I think we'll have one more continuous. Try the other guy, the robotic gorilla. Oh yeah. Oh, I like it. Takes the skies. He didn't know what to do. Oh, jellyfish head. Not got a clue. Not when old monkey nuts is about. Oh yeah. That's a nice move. That's showing him who's the boss. That L. Lucasade. It's certainly a tough game. Oh, I'll kick him in the head. Killed many a good joystick this game, you can tell that. Come on. Oh my god, he's still going. Come back as Krang from the Turtles. Oh no, I don't do that. We don't do the old joystick waggling. Tom said, this is one of those games you persevere with to see what it's got to offer. All is not revealed on the first play. No, I bet it's not. And I bet with a friend it's a right scream going up against the computer. I'll definitely have to return to this one at some point, but I think seeing as it's 10 past 12, probably going to call it a day on this stream, but I thank everyone who came along, watched and commented, and hopefully enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I shall catch you all soon, no doubt. Chris says, getting off, see you later, great stream. Nice one, Chris, cheers. Thanks for coming over and watching and commenting. Yep, nice one. Cheers, Jacob. Have a good weekend yourself. And I shall catch the rest of you soon. Goodbye for now.